and we said, all right, we back to blue, but remember the two, okay? So we listed all the names of the officers because on air we said all lives matter, black, blue, green, whatever. But just because we say Black Lives Matter doesn't mean that we're saying other lives don't matter. It's just that that's who we are and that's who we see every day and that's who we see being killed. And you could say White Lives Matter. You more identify with what you mean by that and how you feel about that. So we have to stop putting groups and saying, well, because you're saying this, that means you're not for this. You know, if Trump say one thing, puts his foot in his mouth, then that doesn't mean that he doesn't like this people. And just to give you this bit of one thing that he said, hey, about Muslims, let's just stop the flow of Muslims for a minute until we figure out who's coming in. That's what I thought I heard, okay? But it got lost in translation, you know. Moving forward, we created this shirt and we listed all the names of the officers and all the names of the black people that have been killed by rogue police officers in recent history from 2014 to now. And because you cannot put these people without these, because they gave their lives for us. So anyway, it changed our total perspective. And the Black Power bat, which actually said economic Black Power, okay? But the media only showed the Black Power, so I'm going looking down some deranged lunatic saying Black Power, you know? But that's the way the media do it sometimes. If it bleeds, it leads. That was a more, you know, what's that, a scintillating photo than, you know, saying economic. So we changed that. We did the second protest, and some people said it was too soon. I said it wasn't soon enough because there were memorials given to those officers. We prayed for them. We mourned their loss, but there's still a problem. Yeah. Because we still kept seeing things happening on television, including a young man with Down syndrome who they thought his colostomy bag was a gun, and they beat him half to death, okay? So we went from the Black Power bat to my wife creating this idea, I give her credit for this, to this is the original Black Power bat that says Black Lives Matter, and we did Blue Lives Matter, and we put build bridges, not walls. Now, I took a lot of flack from black people saying, well, this is contradictory because of this, because of that. But I said, no, it makes it thought-provoking. So instead of no justice, no peace, N-O, my son and I went to no justice, K-N-O-W. I spelled it right this time, Nate. K-N-O-W justice, K-N-O-W peace. We need to know justice, and we need to know peace. Mm-hmm. And then this ended up on the cover of New York Times, Star Telegram, everything. So God has put us in a position to build bridges with officers. So we're now, and we're gonna, when we leave here, we're gonna take a picture in front of the Balch Springs, the city seal, because we're traveling across the country, taking a picture with this in the front of every city seal, and to promote peace and a dialogue. We have to do better, people. We have to do better. I believe officers want to come home safe. Yes. They have families. And I would say 75% of the people on this shirt were not pretty good guys, to be honest with you. But you know what? They deserve the day in court to prove their guilt or innocence, not for somebody to be judge, jury, and executioner. And that's where I am at this point.
I want to tell a quick little story. It's kind